And we are live. Let's see how it works this time, Victoria.
Take two.
Take two. Welcome to
Yes.
another exciting episode of the Feel It Real Fun show.
For we, with TT and V, on the 15th of September, 2023.
All right.
And we'll see how it goes. Yes, so
Shirty group.
it's your manifesting questions answered live.
That's right.
So go to
'Cause
easy.
Dead sucks.
It does. So go to easymanifestingmethods.com.
That's right. Go there and do that.
Yes.
Jay is back.
Oh, good on you, Jay. Join your 90-day adventure at manifestingmasterycourse.com.
That's right. Joe Weldon and Jay have both done that.
JJ. It's the JJ.
That's right.
And for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
That's right. Hey, if you're watching this live or soon, we've got a live call USA Friday, 2 spots left. If you want one, or drop me an email, I'll send you the details, or send me a PM, I'll send you the details. But 2 spots left, really cool call, we'll send you the details. But you gotta ask for them, just to be clear.
Hello, Colby.
All right, so...
It's
Anyway,
lovely.
so we did all the Lisa and LaRock is here too.
Oh, Lisa, you're travelling as well, I think.
That's right.
Is that what Lisa said to you?
That's what I said to you.
You did say that to
Yeah,
me.
she may have said that to me. That's right.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So, what under these lights? So we're going to dive in?
Under these lights?
That light.
Oh, this light doesn't put off any heat.
That does.
Well, not in our direction.
Okay.
It's one of them days, can you tell? We're agreeing about everything today.
We are. It's one of them days.
That's right. Darkery is here, yo.
Hello.
All right.
And Beth.
She's
hello.
not like the rest. Hoo-ha.
So the first question today is from Ken in Manifesting Mastery. I feel emotionless.
Hoo-ha. This is good.
And Ken asks, I find myself being so emotionless because I'm getting so good at dropping my reactions and attaching meaning. So I've been having a hard time reconnecting to replace and feel the desired state since I've gotten so used to detaching. Any advice or input here?
God, if you trained them dogs right, we wouldn't have this
There
problem.
we go. There's the first
Right.
show.
So, right.
Yes.
So there's week 1, manifestingmasterycourse.com.
Yeah.
I'm attaching meaning, and of course it means something about her, because it can't mean anything about me, Faith. You know what I mean? Right?
Yes.
So here's what's cool. So you notice that you add meaning to everything, good, bad, and indifferent meanings. Right? And you can celebrate noticing that you add the meaning, which takes you to another state. If you just notice, it tends to get a little dry. But what's really cool is you get to notice and celebrate, hey, I add meaning to everything.
Yeah.
Now I get to notice, is the meaning that I'm adding, in other words, what I'm imagining, does it serve me? So celebrate noticing, because a lot of people don't notice. They live their entire lives in the, you made me mad mode. If you did something different, then I might be able to be happy, right? Yeah. Versus like, oh my God, I'm adding meaning to this. And I can change the meaning. I can let the meaning be there. But I have wiggle room since I notice the meaning. Because what you are is what notices the meaning, and then you apply meaning. So this is really cool.
Yeah.
You ever do
I
this?
like that. Yeah, because it's like if you just attach the meaning, there is no wiggle room. It's just like that's what it means, blah 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 blah. But as soon as it's like, well, hang on, I notice that I do that. Do you know what I mean? Then it's suddenly like, well, I can choose to keep thinking that, or I can choose to be different. So yeah.
You know, there's layers of this, because so the first meanings are often defensive. The second ones tend to be offensive. The third tend to be something like safe distancy. So when you start to notice these kind of things, you can actually participate more in life. So it's we'll continue to explore this. I got one more quick thought. You detach from the old by attaching to the new. So at any time you can fucking lose it and realize I'm imagining shit about her because of what they're doing. Right? And I can immediately celebrate noticing. Oh, guess what I just did? I imagined something about her. I didn't, but I'm just making this up. I imagined something about her because of something they're doing, and I don't even remember you're here. And I can celebrate noticing that and returning to the state of loving teacher. So play with that. Let me know Yeah, just notice this, Ken. This is so good, and I'm so happy you brought this up. Ken, of
It was
course.
Ken.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ken in manifestingmasterycourse.com.
Cool.
So,
And it looks like it's two-time Ken.
two-time Ken.
So, yeah, thanks for that question. And you've got another one. Ken in Manifesting Mastery, Self-Concept and Identity-Based Manifesting. So Ken asks, what's the true answer to self-concept? Whoa. What is the Neville way? People talk about changing beliefs and self-concept. Is that real? Or is the right way this? By occupying a desired state, does that change your self-concept for good and rewire beliefs?
All right, so Ken, I believe that belief change is bullshit.
It's only when you change your state that your beliefs change, I'm thinking.
Yes, because I believe the belief state is bullshit. Right?
Right.
Right, as I do. Right? But here's what's really cool. So your self-concept is literally, as far as I can tell, a collage. I've got this self-concept of Mr. 2020 that sort of goes, right, part of the collage is happy living teacher, part of the collage is happy living husband, part of the collage is happy loving
Puppy dad.
What the fuck are they doing, Dad? Right?
Well, you didn't learn that from me.
Part of their
So it's not my fault.
that's not her fault. Radio. Anyway,
Yes.
So then there's other states like I enjoy owning a BMW. I enjoy collecting black BMWs. So we got two. Yeah, so on and so forth. So there's this collage of states that are giving life to. And what's really, really cool when you start to just notice, I can change. By the way, the state of happy, loving puppy dad has no beliefs about marriage or teaching or how fucking dumb people are. On the other hand, the state of happy, loving teacher doesn't believe people are fucking dumb at all. Just believes that some are hungry, some are distracted, that's all fine.
Yeah.
But the state of happy, loving teacher imagines more and more people in his life that are curious, like you are. So I find this really, really cool. So self-concept, just consider what is the collage of you. We do have, in the archives, we've got a pack called Manifesting to the Max.com, which goes deep into identity-based manifesting. And we've got some other real cool stuff in the procrastination pack, if you want to give that a peek. Because this whole thing of identity-based manifesting is huge to me. We're going to be doing a lot of work with that in 2024. But just to begin, think of, by the way, self-concept for a lot of people is what they say about themselves. Self-image is what they see and what other people see about themselves. It'll drive you nuts. Versus what is the collage of me?
So just so I appreciate where you're coming from, you've talked. So recently you've been using this collage word.
Yes.
You used to
Collage.
use a lot the tapestry word. Is it
Still do.
the same thing?
No,
A collage and a tapestry.
The tapestry of life to me is the tapestry that weaves together in our lives. Like what you and I do and experience together and share with the world, and how like the Dream Driven Day members all show up and, hi, I'm Bob too. Right? And suddenly like a dance happens with you all. And so literally the tapestry of something like Dream Driven Day, for example, crass commercial, the doors are open now for October, don't wait.
Yes.
There's something that happens where we say it's where strangers become friends and friends become family. It's true, right? And y'all can hear it in these testimonial videos I'm doing. But there's this something magical happens whenever you stop being the lone ranger in your world, and you start to just let the dance of other people show up. So that's the tapestry. The collage of you, to me, is more like. Literally, I do have these primary states: happy, loving teacher, happy, loving puppy dad, happy, loving... What's the other one? Right.
Okay. It's not there today. Yeah, no.
So I've got all three, and they're ornery buggers. They all have weird senses of humor, different beliefs. Tin, how are you? And so on and so forth. So,
Yeah, okay.
cool, you got it.
Yeah, I got it. I
Yeah.
always thought of I get the tapestry of life, but I also saw myself as being like a tapestry.
True
which
that.
is sounding more like when you
collage.
use the word collage. So,
Well, for you personally, so in a tapestry there's warp and weft. And you've got a lot of warp. And you weft a
And
lot
a
of
hell of a lot of weft. No, I don't know. Okay.
and a lovely sense of humor.
I love you, babe. Okay.
I love
All
you,
right.
Victoria. She's not like the rest.
So that
See,
was
they keep
for
commenting.
Ken.
That was double can.
Double Ken.
Double can.
Thank you very much for your question, Ken.
All right. Look at all these lovely comments. Tin and Colby.
Nice. The next question's from Dark Mockery, bumps and bridges.
Bumps and bridges.
And Dark Mockery has only said, turn your head 90 degrees.
So Mark and I had a great little chat this morning, and it made me do a podcast. And long story short, we wanted to get it up on the show one way or another.
This is
right?
ace, actually, because I remember from a call, years ago,
Years ago.
about going 90 degrees.
Yep.
So instead
It's
of
called
doing
precession.
a 180, it's
Yeah.
like just go 90 degrees.
By the way,
so-
you want to go 180? Here's a mistake a lot of people do. Dr. Brian, right? So they're having a shit day. So they're absolutely, totally poor, right? They open up their wallet and it makes a sucking sound.
Yeah, sucking.
Right? It's like when
All
you're.
gone.
It's like that sound that macaroni and cheese makes when you're making it, right?
Yeah.
You open it up, it's like, whoa, there's not even no money in there, but it sucked, right?
Yeah.
Like, so a lot of people go radio, and I'll go into like self-esteem, self-image, like radio. I see myself wearing a Rolex, and I'm a millionaire, and I'm trying to imagine being a millionaire, and I don't have any money, and it's like they're trying to imagine the opposite.
Yes.
And the opposite will just drive you nuts. It actually just gets you in your head. On the other hand, turning 90 degrees is really, really cool. So we'll do this in two ways, since Darkery brought it up one
Excuse
way and
me.
Victoria brought it up another way.
Yeah.
Bucky Fuller called it precession. And precession has to do with this thing when you draw a bowstring back, it gets longer and thinner, just microscopically. And then, right? So you got a vertical line and you draw it back so the horizontal, so the direction and has the thing do the action you want it to do. Isn't that remarkable?
It is.
But I digress.
Yes.
Right? So this whole thing, turn your head 90 degrees. So Dark and I are talking about bridges. And sometimes when you're crossing a bridge, there's a lot of potholes and shit. Right? So there's potholes, there's traffic, there's speed bumps, and you get all goofed up on that. And you don't even realize there's a pretty girl in the car with you. Right? And here's the thing. Well, you're crossing a bridge, and it might be a little strange or weird or bumpy or bruisey. If you turn your head 90 degrees, there's often a lovely view from the bridges. I think about like whenever my ex-wife and I used to cross the Bay Bridge. And we'll be just crossing the Bay Bridge, which is miles long, maybe decades of miles long. I don't remember. It's long, right?
Yeah.
And if you could just turn your head and the view is amazing. And there's the thing: when you're crossing a bridge, if you're stuck on the bridge and working, how far is it to the end of the bridge and all that stuff? The
It's like
bridge, the
stuck
bridge,
on
the
the
bridge.
dot,
You're stuck
indeed.
on the dot.
Yeah, got
Exactly.
you.
But if you turn your head 90 degrees, wow,
Yeah.
what a view! Allow yourself to enjoy the day, the blessings of the day, the moment, and I shared it in the podcast about turning my head, and then like immediately everything opened up, and then I remembered a really cool restaurant we could stop at. And so another desire is given birth to. So this whole thing, turn your head 90 degrees, just allow yourself to savor something lovely at any time. That's how I'll approach it here. And if you got gold from this, make sure you take a look at the, I called it something about bridges. There's a podcast I just did about bridges. Ashley, did you see the sailboat? Yeah, really cool. So did you see the sailboat? So, all right, let's keep going.
And that podcast at NevilleGoddardPodcast.com.
That's right.
Yeah.
We might as well say that to give you more work. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she does all the editing.
Thanks, Dark Mockery.
Dark Mockery.
The next question's from Dream Driven Day Robin.
Otherwise known as Dee Dee Drobbin.
Stop
Dee Drobbin.
getting my feelings hurt. And Robin asks, how do you stop getting your feelings hurt? Because I don't like it when people are mean to me.
Yeah, true. I don't either. Right? But at the end of the day, so it was really interesting. This vision came to me this morning as I was waking up. And so I was waking up and I had this vision too. Right? So this vision that I had while I was waking
Vision
up.
two.
Yes.
That's from Vision 1. It was different.
Yeah. So it's like, so if you could imagine that you're the ocean. and somebody dribbles a drop of piss in it, right? It just dissolves in the ocean, right? It's really not a big deal. And so what tends to happen is we tend to imagine we're something like a coffee cup, and somebody drops a big ass pile of cat shit in it, and you're trapped, and you splash all over the place, so on and so forth. And so the one thing that I do, and I love how Neville taught about people, right? So he says, separate the asshole from the state. I mean, the person from the state, right? So like anyone can go into a shit state at any time, especially under pressure or perceived loss or, something like that. And so if you can just notice, radio, this comment is coming from an asshole state, not an asshole, right? So if I can just go, radio, here's someone who's stuck in a shit state. And like one thing that I've noticed, when I'm in a shit state, I'm in a shit state. I am incapable of making good decisions. The decisions you make are made, you can choose the state you're in, and then the state you're in determines what you say and how you hear things.
Yeah, of course.
So
it's all your beliefs.
It's all
like we were talking about.
Exactly. So your state has a bundle of beliefs and a way of perceiving, and it's like, righty-o. So if I notice I'm getting drawn in, it's like Grandpa used to say, when you wrestle with a pig, you get covered in shit. Right? Don't wrestle with the pig. Right? Smoke it. Make some bacon. #bacon.
Bacon.
So how do I stop my feelings from getting hurt? For me, it's put them in perspective. It's someone in a shit state saying a shitty thing. Lift them up, imagine lovingly, move on. It's a drop of piss in the ocean. I think that's pretty good.
Cool.
Dr. Brian. Bacon. #bacon. Heather. I got your book. Haven't read it yet.
Didn't you say that last week?
Oh yeah, I'm wondering how long I'll have to say it for. That's the fun thing. The show is my accountability process, right?
Cool. Excellent. Thank you, Robin, for your question.
That is the right.
You'll get your thank you in a bit.
Me? All right.
So, and the last question today is from Dream Driven Day Lisa. Upsetting dreams. And
I upset my dreams. Like sometimes I just put them in a tall glass and I just tip them over.
Do ya?
Yeah. Then they just go all over the place and fuck them. Okay. Anyway.
And Lisa asks, hello 20 in Victoria.
Hey Victoria.
Sometimes I have dreams which are upsetting. They seem so real. I imagine sleeping peacefully and being rested. Any tips? Thank you, Lisa.
You betcha. So, like, I have had way more than one nightmare in my life. Right? Just doobie-doo-bop-bop fucking do. Right? And if I find myself letting myself get stressful, doobie-doo-bop-bop fucking do. And, like, the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning, I go, right. Or if it's 3 in the morning, right. Or if it's 11:30 at night, okie dokie, right. I sort of get a little dismissive over the damn things, right. So it's like, and I do notice, like maybe there's something that I just need to process. Maybe there's something it can teach me. I don't get all wrapped up in all that though. So I just sort of notice, righty-o. So stop and be still. The first principle. That's always fun. I can always revise the dream. I can always revise if I have nightmares or bad dreams more than once. I can revise them, that kind of thing. But I think the big thing is to always remember you're the dreamer. And the dream, if it's not something you want to settle for, don't settle for it. And I think that to me is the big thing. Because one of the things that I've noticed is when I'm nuts, right, like 99% of what I come up with when I'm nuts never fucking happens. Right? It's just a loop. And it's like, righty-o, I don't have to settle for that. And just noticing, righty-o, I had a bad dream, I've had a bad inner conversation, whatever. Stop and be still. That's it. Goodbye, guys. Yay. So, what do you reckon? You got some thoughts on that, Vic and Latoria?
Yeah, I get that for me, like sometimes when I have it's almost like a weird dream. I don't have many, or occasionally I have woken up where you've just...
Yeah, I just grab her.
Grab me because I'm like obviously exercising,
That's
being
right.
a beast or something.
Yeah, for my own safety.
But Yeah, I get how you said it's like this. It's almost like the mental processing of it all, and sometimes we talk about our dreams just because they're fascinating.
Oh yeah, I ask
Like,
her every morning.
do you dream about a lovely
I
man?
said, did you have a yummy dream about a lovely
Yes.
man? Or I said, no, I actually don't say that. I say, Victoria,
Yes.
would you tell me about your yummy dreams about a lovely man?
Yeah. Excuse me.
Sometimes
The
I do
other
say,
thing
did
I
you?
found fascinating was how you told me how you'd had a conversation with Jerry and no one that you guys know, a separate old age friend, and how you'd said that one night you'd woken up like, and you'd felt like that you'd basically died.
Oh yeah, well, that's what everything stopped and I started pissing and shitting myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
But
remember the night
that wasn't a dream though.
Oh, right.
Right.
Okay. So I was wondering whether a dream had sort of brought it forth or
No.
something. But I guess the dreamer brought it forth for some reason. The dreamer in you. I really like that. We are the dreamer. And it's not just in dream world, it's in life. It's
Yeah, you're the dreamer of the dream.
And that's probably my strawberry bit, remembering all of that, like, and we can choose anything that's different. I can't help myself, Dad. So yeah, that's mainly what I think.
Cool.
I don't know if there was anything else. Probably there's loads about that. Dreams
Cool.
are fascinating.
I think the number one thing I notice with dreams is they can be a swamp that a lot of people get stuck in because they'll seek they'll get really worked up about. If you feel the dream is bigger than you, that to me is where I notice people get in problems because then they start really getting deep into trying to figure it out or
Yeah, because
whatever.
actually years ago, that's where I was stuck, to the point that I even bought, like, whoever the world authority is or was
I tell
in
you,
dream interpretation.
who here hasn't bought a dream
I
book?
know,
Right?
but I found this one that was
Cheap
apparently
people.
who?
Cheap people ask other people how to interpret dreams.
Oh, I
They look
don't-
it up in
yeah.
their dream book.
Well, yeah,
Right.
but it was like this dictionary of, if you dream about this is what it means. Water, obviously, it's all about your feelings.
I'm gonna run with that when you're done. You keep going.
Yeah, so I, as you know, like crumbs 30 years ago, I searched everywhere. I searched astrology, dreams, the moon, like everything and every possible thing.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, it's almost like, I think where I got to was like, I'd look up the dictionary, oh yeah, like I get that. And then suddenly like, you know what, it could be nonsensical or I know what I'm processing, and then that's what it felt like, that I'd got, I don't know how to word that, but like,
Well, it's your own. And I worked with a guy
own interpretation.
I worked with a guy years ago who brought up something really cool. So there's let's say that you're the national, quote unquote, the big culture that you belong to. The way a symbol affects them, like the American eagle, otherwise known as the bald eagle. The bald eagle to Americans means something that it doesn't mean to someplace else, right?
Yeah.
So, so there's the big symbology or semi-universal symbology. There's more of a local familial symbology that means something to the culture around you. Then there's your personal symbology.
Yeah, yes.
And I love where you're going with this because for me personally, if I have a dream that involves a firearm is something that I'm very capable with. So having been a police officer and a corrections officer and carried a weapon for a number of years,
Yes.
so for me, if I have a dream about that involves a firearm, 99% of the time, it's about me being capable.
Whereas for me, to dream about a gun
Would mean
I
something
have
entirely different.
no history with guns or anything. Yeah, so I get that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
For you, it'd be a
very good.
spreadsheet. If you dreamed about spreadsheets, you'd wake up going, "Dur, dur, dur, dur." If I read
I'm
about,
capable.
yeah, if I dreamed about spreadsheets, I'd be dreaming about guns, so I could shoot holes in the spreadsheets. Right? It's just,
Yeah.
what does all that mean? Anyway.
But it's true. Yeah.
I like Ashley Lynn Urias says,
Yeah.
"You know what the dream means." Exactly.
Yeah, I reckon that.
If the dream has any significant meaning for you, you know. And if you don't like it, or going back to Manifesting Mastery course week 1, if you got a dream that's fucking with you, you're fucking with you.
Yeah.
Right? Drop the meaning, and then you may discover, oh wow. Right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
cool.
Very cool. So, yeah, that was from Dream Driven Day, Lisa. Thank you
Beauty.
very much for your question, Lisa. Thank you, 20, for all your answers.
Joe Weldon makes a request. He wants to hear Victoria yell freeze.
Yeah, I know.
dirtbag."
Freeze, dirtbag. I can just imagine.
All right, so you know you're getting in Joe Weldon's third movie,
Oh, you're in his first.
of course.
Prima donna.
Absolutely. Yeah, rank has its privileges.
Excellent. Thank you. And thank you, 20, for all your answers.
Hoo-ha.
And we want to know, tell us, what was your hashtag? Strawberry beard?
Victoria, tell us.
I really like how he's the dreamer because, and like I said, it's not just in our dream world, it's in our entire lives. It's the dream that we keep dreaming, you know, like that we give life to. And
absolutely.
Yeah, so, yeah.
I love that Neville Goddard quote where he talks about it's equally a dream, the imaginal experience and the physical experience. Yeah, consciousness is the only reality. What are you conscious of? Your imaginal experience, your mental experience, your physical experience, your emotional experience. But what leads it all is the imaginal experience. So, and it's all equally a dream, except there's that one little thread that you pull on. Lisa says, "I'm the dreamer, don't settle."
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, really love that.
I think you're my strawberry bit, Victoria.
Really?
Yes.
Today?
Yes.
Yeah, you realise that what Bruce was doing, you couldn't blame on me. That's why I'm
That's
the
right.
story.
Absolutely. That's right. Bruce made me mad. Radio.
Oh. Okay, so that was our show while you keep...
He's over there right now looking at me with "I love you"
I
eyes.
know.
It's like, my dad is talking about me. I love my dad.
Oh, now he's catching
I'm
flies.
gonna catch the fly. He's like Beth. He's got that
Not
squirrel
like the
thing.
rest.
She's not like the rest. Hoo-ha. All right.
Okay, so go to easymanifestingmethods.com.
Go there, do that, sign up. You're going to get a confirmation email. Click, and then we can send you the daily email and the 7 videos. Or don't click, and then we can't.
That's right. Now, we've got a call coming up in
Tomorrow.
about 24 hours or
Yeah,
less.
actually, 22 and a half or something
Excuse
like
me.
that.
2 spots left.
Two
or there
spots left.
was,
If you
so-
want in the call that's USA Friday night, shoot me a PM or a DM now, and I'll send you a link for the deets.
Do you remember the title, or you... too long ago?
It's about. I tell you what, we're going to be exploring that magic moment where doubt is impossible. Because a lot of people, they don't nail the magic moment where doubt is impossible. Blake talks about this. And whenever you can nail that magic moment where doubt is impossible, you don't fucking struggle with this shit. On the other hand, yeah, right, makes sense to me if I imagine this, that this will happen, that'll happen. Why can't I imagine that?
Yeah,
Loco de la cabeza.
cool. And for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
Says. That's right.
Cool.
All right. Cool. So, live call. Contact me if you want in. It is 22 and a half hours from now or something like that.
On Dream Driven Day.
It's at 7 p.m. Friday, Friday. And, of course, register for dreamdrivenday.com.
In October.
Yeah, but join now.
Or join now. Yeah.
Yeah.
It starts now, if you join now.
Yeah. Well, for you, it starts now. You can wait and try to
me.
get in. We'll be in the garden, and we'll be looking at Gouda Cola, and I'll
eat a leaf.
I'll pick a leaf. Alex. Oh, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. So, Alex shared the link for the live call.
Good on you, Alex.
Cool. So we'll be in the backyard, in the garden, and I'll bend over and I get a leaf of Gouda Cola. And she'll go, "Oh, you're eating some Gouda Cola." I say, "Oh, yeah, it's good for you."
I know. It always does
It's like,
that.
good for me.
Or you, or
Yeah.
everyone.
Oh,
What
yeah,
are you talking
yeah,
about?
Yeah, it's good for me.
I know.
I declare. All right. Yeah. Have a lovely day, everyone. Victoria, you have a lovely day as well.
And you, 20.
Oh my God! And we're gonna go tell Sparky he can do what he wants to now.
Yeah, cool.
That's lovely. See you guys.
See ya.